He did a service to create you. And he tolerated you for however many years that you were a subhuman baby and you were crying and screaming. You were probably insufferable, but he put up with you. He put up with you. Probably wanted to kill you too. Probably wanted to kill you dead. Anyways, we're gonna play a video game or something. But the first thing we gotta do is, of course, set up the clock. Because if you've ever used a Sega Saturn, you know you need to set the clock up. And today is a very special day because it's Daddy Day. And pretty sure it's 1994. Also, if you've never seen the BIOS of a Sega Saturn, here it is. Oh, okay. Well, that's right. We'll just go with it. Oh boy. That's the Japanese BIOS. That isn't right. Oh boy. So we run into our runded into our first problem. This is not the right BIOS. Hang on. Why did it do that? Oh boy. Should be the right one. Nope, that's not it either. Try again. Try again. I wonder why it's acting up. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Yeah, who cares? Cool thing about the Sega Saturn is that you could play your CDs on it. Wow. Amazing. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even know I still had the CD in. Here, you can... Oh. How do you do it? There's a way to show a spaceship while it's doing this. Oh, here it is. Wow. Look at these advanced 3D graphics, everybody. Wow. I'm not doing this. So hang on. It's huh. It's pretty crazy. So it's set to the wrong CD-ROM drive. So I'm gonna have to reset the console. Okay. See if we got it this time. Is this the right one now? Nope. I think I need to close it and open it again, so hang on. Also, I don't know why it's flickering so much. It's kind of weird. Oh, is it just playing it already? Yes, it is. Okay, well, I guess we're playing a video game now. I wish I knew what was going on with these visuals. Hang on. Oh no, you get to see all the naughty stuff. Is it because I had these on? No, it's just screwing it up. really weird. Hang on, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. Something's going on. See if that fixed it. I think that did fix it, actually. So, we should not have an issue anymore. Sorry about that, everybody. Just play it on PS1. No? Why would I want to do that? These games are superior on the Sega Saturn. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna dork it up and play on a PlayStation just because you're so scared of something different. Where is it? Here we go. By the way, you're probably going to hear a lot of noise during the stream because to celebrate Daddy Day, everybody is at Daddy's. We're having a whole family occasion, and what that means is you're probably going to hear noises. So I apologize. You're not going to hear any of that during the week because I'm going to head back to my place. But it's an unfortunate situation that you might end up having to be subjected to today. Let's see if that's all better. I think it's all good now. Let's close the CD tray. You better check the disc format. Spend the day with your family. It's Papa Day. Start the game. There we go. Oh Jesus! Oh, these video clips do not look so good. Yeah, why is it flickering? I don't get it. Like, this is weird what it's doing right now. It's one of these video layers screwing up. So hang on. Let me figure this out. I wonder why it's doing this. Is that doing it?
Ready!
No, that's not doing it. From what I remember, X4 just feels better on the Saturn, and there's some different visual effects in it. It's not a significant difference, but it's the one I'm used to. Well, that was not the problem. I wonder what's going on. I never had this problem before. Trying to see why it's doing this. It's flickering one of the sprite layers. Let me see which one it is. Yeah, it's specifically the sprite layer. So I gotta figure out why it's doing that. By the way, this is some weird Japanese emulator, so apologies on that too. So I gotta mess with this a little bit. I remember this was actually pretty reliable though. The other Saturn emulator that everybody always recommends doesn't work that well. Go figure. I wonder why it's doing that. I could just play like Guardian Heroes and see if that works better. Let me look that up. That's a good game too. Yeah, this has real bad bragging right now. I'm gonna download Guardian Heroes and see if that works any better. It's a game you've probably never seen. It's a very good game. So we should probably turn this down. It seems really loud. So hang on. Probably shouldn't have gone live yet. I really wonder why it's doing this. Yeah, didn't fix anything. It seemed to make it a little bit better. There's a lot of settings you can mess with, but I'm not really figuring out why it's doing this. Well, I got Guardian Heroes. I'm gonna try that out. See how that ends up working out. Let me drop it in. See how it works. Reset. Said reset. Uh-oh. Can I not reset the Sega Saturn? There we go. Alright. I'm gonna see if we can play Guardian Heroes. Sorry for how long this is taking. It's I've just never used this before. Well, it's not true. I've used it once and it worked perfectly out the door. So it's kind of unusual what's going on. I wonder why it's flickering so much. If I do that... sorry everybody. Let me try messing with that. Yeah, now you're hearing it. Now you're hearing it. That's the stuff. Oh, and there's the flicker. So that didn't fix anything. I don't get it. I never had these issues before. What could be doing it? What could be doing this? Is it that? No. It's a really unusual problem. It's getting in the way for sure. Hey, anybody in the chat ever use ever use this emulator? Anybody ever used this thing before? What could be doing it? This? And do it. What is doing it? This? Didn't do anything. Nope. I wonder what it is. I really wonder what it is. I wonder what this also says, because I can't read it. Not that it affected anything. And that didn't do anything. I wonder what it is. I really wonder what it is. I'm gonna look it up. It's this emulator is called SSF. Oh, is that what it is? Could it be that? Where is that? And turn off this one. That didn't do anything. Oh boy. This used to work. I'm sorry, everybody. Move that. Got to program 4. De-interlace. There's an easy setting tab. See what that does. Doesn't seem like it fixed anything. It seems like most of these settings also only apply after you restart the emulator, so hang on. At least we know the game works. Let me see if this does it. Sorry how long this is taking to set up, everybody. I just wanted to get online as quick as I could. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I never had this problem before. This emulator was perfect when I used it years ago. Yeah, it's still flickering. Why is it doing that? That's really unusual, because it never used to do this. But we might just have to play it with the graphics fucking up. Which they absolutely are. I don't know why they are, but they are. Let me read up on this. Hang on. Huh. I wonder what this is. I mean, it is the sprite layer. I wonder why it's acting up this way. Do I have to turn the scan lines all the way up? Could that be why? No, that didn't fix anything. It'll probably disguise it more? Oh my god. This is a disaster. Hang on everybody. Jesus. This is a mess. I really don't know what's going on. I guess I'm going to turn the scan lines up and we're just going to play it like this. So I'm going to restart it. And then we're just going to hop into it, even if the graphics fuck up. Sorry, everybody. Where is it? There it is. So yes, we're gonna have scan lines as much as I don't want to. Is it on screen properly? I think it is. Bring up the chat. Yeah, here we go. So we're just gonna play it like this. Well, it's better. Although it looks awful on stream. I guess I'll just... Here. We'll remove it. Oh, actually, it's barely doing it now. Okay, well, this is Guardian Heroes, and this is probably the best Sega Saturn game you're ever gonna play. It's a very, very, very good beat 'em up. Probably one of the best. Let me turn it down. So this game is very good though. It's Treasure made it. You may know them for Gunstar Heroes. It's a very, very good game. Probably no one's ever played this because it's very rare. It's almost like a Saturn. They did re-release it for Xbox Live a few years back, in like 2012, but I'm sure they took it down after like 1 year. So, whoops. But yeah, this game is very, very good, and this is why I even bought a Sega Saturn to begin with. It's a very good game. Okay, so... Okay. So, here we go. I'll say, because we're finally going to play the video game. The money that we get from these streams is going towards our California trip. We're going to be heading out to California at the end of the month. July 1st is the flight, and a bunch of us are going to be heading out to California. We're going to hang out with Chris and Corey and everybody for a few days out there. So a whole bunch we're going to be doing there. We'll probably even stream out there. But all money is going towards the trip. And yeah, I took the scan lines off. And actually the flickering kind of went away. So we're going to play the game now. But yeah, anybody who donates, thank you. It's going towards the trip, and it'll help us a whole bunch. If you don't got it, but it'll help. So, yeah. You're going to Universal Studios. No, probably not. I don't think we're going to do anything out there like that. We're just going to hang out with Chris, Corey, I think Zach's heading out there even. We're all going to do a bunch of stuff out there. It'll be an occasion. We're going to be there for a month. But here we go. We're going to play Guardian Heroes. You've probably never played this game. They start you off with 4 characters. I think you unlock one of them after you beat the game. We're gonna go... If you want to break the game, you pick her, because her shield skill is really broken, because if someone gets hit by the inside of it, it tries to launch them out of it and it hurts them. But that means if you can get someone dead center inside of the shield when you use it, it just kills them for free. It's we're gonna play as this guy though. So this game does have a plot. A plot I don't exactly care about too much, but it has one. I farted. You can probably recognize that this is the Gunstar Heroes art style. The only interesting thing about the plot in this game is the fact that there's actually branching pathways and different endings and everything. There's actually something to it, which is kind of cool. Okay, here we go. I should not have ran to the door, because I could have leveled up if I just fought in there. Oh well. That was my bad. There's a lot of yapping, a lot of chatting. The Xbox Live release made it a little bit easier to read all that too, but as you can see, there's 3 different layers that you fight between. So by using L and A, I'm able to switch between them. And it kind of controls like a fighting game, like up jumps. Does it show it here? I guess not. You do have a move list, you have a block. I have to remember what all my controls are. You have magic. Okay, I guess I have that mapped to... Oh, that's a good start. Let's give up because I already screwed up out the door. I don't know what I map my controls to, which is kind of a problem. I should go into the options menu and fix that, so hang on. It was a very bad start. This game is also brutal with its difficulty. Very easy to get killed, very easy to screw up, very easy to lose, and have to start all over. I think on normal mode you get 9 continues. I think the game froze. You get 9 continues on normal mode, I think. Hard mode you get either 3 or just 1. I forget. The end of the game is absolutely ridiculous, depending on what path you took, because some of the final bosses are just almost flat out impossible to kill without getting yourself murdered repeatedly, unless you really know what you're doing. When I say that too, I mean you need to level up, you need to be smart about using skills, and you didn't get to see it yet, but you get a partner who can give controls. You give him commands, and he can fight alongside you. And you're going to have to rely on him a lot at the end of the game, just because he's immortal and you're not. So you're gonna... Yeah, see, A is guard for some reason. I don't know why. I don't want that. I want weak punch, fierce punch, magic. There's a command. Make this guard. Make that guard. There we go. Okay, so now we'll play. I actually might not need to use save states. I don't remember this game that well because I haven't played it in a very long time. But I do remember strategies to kind of cheese your way through the bosses, because they do get really, really hard by the end of the game. But there's a lot you can do to exploit this game to end up beating it. That's the thing, is that I think they kind of expect it of you too. There's a lot to this game. You can get a lot out of it. The combo system is very loose and flexible. So if you're good with positioning, you can even just get people locked in infinites if you know what you're doing. And yeah, there is a combo system, believe it or not, so that's part of what's so cool about this game. As you can see. Now, I should have stayed in there. I ran out just because we're gonna fight out here. I think if you... There's also a hidden stat that you can't exactly see, but there's points towards your morality, and it's based on if you're killing people when they're already dead. If you keep hitting them and juggling them, you get points towards darkness because you're beating the shit out of people who are dead, but you still get experience points for doing it. So if you can keep up a good combo even though someone's dead, you can level up, but you're gonna get one of the bad endings for doing it. Which is a shame, because that's actually really useful. You could probably beat the bosses at the end of the game without having to do anything unfair if you just rely on it. Also, breaking barrels, I know, goes towards it too. So, you don't really want to do that. Also, you have a bunch of different special moves. You do them how you would in a fighting game. That's my forward, weak punch, I do that. If I quarter circle, I do a spin. Spin's not that good, she just used some magic. I don't remember how I do magic, right? You do magic cut, there you go. You double tap down and punch to do magic cut. And you have two different strengths, so there you go. There is friendly fire too, in terms of magic like that. Like I said, it's very easy to get killed, which I'm already in a lot of pain right now. You can only recover between stages too, so... This guy I'm playing as is essentially hard mode. He's very, very squishy. I forget all the combos you can do with him though. There are plenty of infinites in this game if you know what you're doing. I unfortunately forgot like all of them. You know what, let's be a bad guy. Let's break these barrels. So why not? Okay, I do not want to get murdered to death. I'm probably going to. What did I set magic to? Oh, I set the circle. Well, I'm probably gonna get killed because I just... Oh god. Here. Use magic with that. So there's a bunch of different magic abilities you can rely on. This one is very, very good. You can level up your magic. You put skill points into things at the end of these stages. What I just did there was I juggled someone who's already dead, which is what I was talking about. Yeah, like I said, this guy's essentially hard mode. He's very squishy. He's quick, but he doesn't do much damage, and really there's not any benefit to playing as him. It's just if you want to move around quick and have a lot of options for attacks that can kind of go across the whole screen, that's what you'd pick him out. I wouldn't recommend it. Also, this guy's a fucker. I remember that about him. Also, he blows up when you kill him. I did not mean to do that. Oh boy, I'm gonna die from this. This guy will blow up though when he's gonna die, so you gotta watch out for that. Yeah, like I was saying, the combo system is very, very good, so you can get a lot out of it. And also, if you have a buddy with you, you can corner an enemy like this. So you can do buddy combos very easily. I, honest to God, would say this is one of the best beat-em-ups. Like, 2D beat-em-ups you're probably ever gonna play. There's so much to it. It's really cool what you can get out of it. And also, it feels good to play it. It's not really clumsy in any way. It's easy to switch between planes and fight, use moves and everything. The Xbox Live release is actually interesting. They added a lot to it. Like, there's a burst mechanic they put into it. So if you want to, I forget if you use health or magic to do it, but you can, it's like a Guilty Gear burst. You can knock everybody away from you, so if you're being comboed, you can use it. Also, this is the Golden Knight. He's our buddy. He's our friend. He's our pal. He's gonna help us out. At the end of every stage, you can put points into different stats. We're gonna opt for strength because this character is really lacking in it. That's just me, though. It's not like the right way of doing it. In fact, I have no idea what the ideal way of playing this is. I know, I think her name's Nicole. The girl back there, she's the strongest. Just because of her skills being really, really good. But, soundtrack in this game is pretty good, too. We're about to hear one of the better songs in the game coming up. But this is we got him as a buddy now, and what that means is we can issue commands to him. This one lets him just go crazy, and it's probably one of the best moves just because of that. Because he does that sometimes. It's a very strong attack, takes up the whole screen. You have to issue the command again if you want to try it. You don't have exact control over it, but that's the thing is he'll whip it out on his own if you issue it as a command. One of the nice things about this game too is it has multiplayer, so you can do 2-player co-op, and it also has a 6-player versus mode, which is really, really fun. Any enemy in this game, by the way, any of them, you can play as them in the versus mode. So if you want to play as these guys right now that I'm beating up in multiplayer, you're allowed to. And you have access to any moves that you see them do in the game. Even villagers that you run into later on, you can play as them in the versus mode. Now this is actually a good area for leveling up, because you can corner him into the wall like this and just juggle him forever. Like that. You can just juggle him forever. And this gives you experience, by the way. Every time you hit somebody, you get experience points, so the game encourages you to figure out combos, because you actually get more out of it if you figure them out. If you want an easy way of leveling up fast, this is how you do it. And as you can see at the top, it shows you what other people are doing, kind of like how Guilty Gear, was it Guilty Gear X, I think, did it? Instead of showing a portrait at the top, it actually showed what your character was doing, so if they went off screen, you knew. And that's what it does at the top of the screen. So as you can see, 2 of them are in the corner, just cowering, they're not even fighting. So I can just do this freely if I want to level up. This is an easy way of cheesing the game out, just doing this. The Golden Knight is pushing him into the wall, so I have him cornered permanently, and I can just do this for a while. Obviously, this goes towards darkness because I am hitting somebody who's already dead. But as I said, the end of the game is almost impossible unless you really know what you're doing. So you want to take advantage of things like this if you want to stand a chance. All darkness does is it affects the ending text. I forget how many endings this game has, 12 I think. It has a lot of different endings. And that's what's gonna happen because we're doing this, is we're gonna get a bad ending. I forget how you get points towards light. I know when you finish the stage, you get points towards it. But we're just gonna do this a little bit longer, just so we can be safe while playing through this. Nice thing about this too is that it does make a save file for you on the Sega Saturn. The Xbox Live version, if I remember right, didn't actually do that. So you had to kind of play it through to the very end, if I remember right. I don't think you can download it on Xbox anymore, but if you can, and you still have a 360, you should go out of your way to get this. This game is completely worth it. This is no, I'm not showcasing it right now, but this is one of the best beat 'em ups I've probably ever played. 2D beat 'em ups at least. It's the kind of depth I'd love to see out of it, like the genre. So it's very cool. Also, all the sprites in this are pretty detailed. They got a lot of animation behind them. A lot of variety with character designs. They have a lot of fun with the setting. I'm gonna level up one more time and then we're gonna move on, because I think we got a lot out of this. There is a battle arena later on. I forget how you get to it, but there's arenas in a couple of stages. They're always secret, but if you go to the arena, you're allowed to fight enemies for an endless amount of time. And by doing that, you can level up without having to do it like that. You don't have to put points towards darkness. So, as you can see, these are wizards. This is the bad boy of the game. I forget his name. You fight him a few times over the course of the game. You only unlock him if you go down one path. I forget which one it is, but he's sort of like a balance between the main character who I'm using right now. There's a faster version of him. But we're at the end of the stage now, and we get to pick where we want to go. So it tries to take its story pretty seriously, which is not a very interesting story in any way. Although the endings actually do vary pretty heavily. Like you can end up killing God himself, or you can end up fighting the devil. Like, you have a lot of choices how you want to end up playing the game, or none of that can even come up. You can just focus on the main plot. There's a lot of different outcomes, there's a lot of variety. There's even a reference to Gunstar Heroes for one of the endings. Yes, you can play as the Golden Knight in multiplayer. I'm gonna go to the forest because I know there's a battle arena in the forest. And as you can see, we leveled up a lot by juggling that guy. Yeah, there's like 12 different endings. It's based on if you're in a neutral position, if you're evil, or if you're good. So there's a lot to it. Should probably put a point into intelligence just so our magic does more damage. In fact, I'm going to take some points out of these to put them into that, because magic is very, very useful in this game. There's a lot to this game, like I wasn't joking when I said that. This is a really, really deep game, and I would say it's easily the best Sega Saturn game. It's amazing how much they did with this. That was me getting bonked by my own attack. Yeah, the music in this game is pretty good too. I've said it before, but this game is really good. Just everything about it. It's cool being able to play it again. I still have my Saturn somewhere, so I could just play it again, but that's the thing is, like, I can't obviously stream that. We have a capture device, but I would have to find all the cables and everything. And from what I remember, it works weird with XSplit. By the way, I'm a sucker for this effect. I don't think anyone else cares, but I always liked how the Sega Saturn did that dither effect for see-through objects. It could do alpha transparency, but this always looked really cool. I liked when games did it. You're not going to notice it on actual TV, but it's cool seeing it like on emulators and everything, because it's what it actually does. It just doesn't render too visible on actual TV. Oh boy. Oh, you landed on the other side? But yeah, this game is just really fun. Like, it's hard to even say too much here. It's extremely entertaining to play. A lot to it. Lots of the combat. Also... Oh, did they add that to... They might have added that to the Xbox Live one. There's obviously 2 block stances, so there's low attacks, there's mid attacks. The Xbox Live one actually added in a high block, which there's no point to it really, but so they did have a lot of fun with this game. Also, we got a plant buddy back here. We're gonna clobber him to death. That's what he gets. Oh yeah, also, double jumping. I can't stress enough how good this game is. This is one of the best that Treasure's ever done. And Treasure is like an amazing company to begin with. They're probably my favorite game company. That's the thing, is they have an amazing track record. Almost everything they've done is a good game. And this is one of their finest. Oh, these guys are real turds. They're very obnoxious to fight. You gotta be real careful around them. Oh, Gold Knight just put this wolf back in the room. It wasn't very nice of him. Like I said, this is on Xbox Live Arcade. I don't know if it got taken down yet. But if it's still on there and you have an Xbox 360, please get this game. Like, you're not going to regret it. It's weird making a recommendation like that. We don't typically play good games on here, but this is seriously one of the best. And the reason I say please is because you're never going to have a chance to play this again unless you buy it on there. Because this game is it's very, very, very expensive. It's one of the rarest Sega Saturn games, so getting an English copy of it is very hard to come by. And on top of that, the Xbox Live one did a lot to enhance the game, make it run better, play better, online play. They even upped it to, I think it's 16 players you can do in the versus mode now. So you want to grab that before it goes down, because you know they're probably taking it down. It's totally worth getting. These guys aren't really vicious, they're just kind of here to add to some experience. By the way, that's a fun thing you can do. This, how do you do it? Is it double tap down? Yeah, you double tap down. This is a little head stomp you can do. By the way, I wanted to. Ah, I missed it. That sign, I think, is what takes you to the arena. Oh well. You know what? I remember how it works. I actually remember how it works. If I go back to the main menu right now, it'll let me load from the beginning of this level is what it does, if I remember right. I'm not gonna do it. It's too late. So here's a boss. I'm gonna go. Whoa! Don't die. There is air blocking, by the way, so I'm gonna scoot over here. Issue my command. Okay. Get on the command. I gotta get out of here. There we go. As you can see, that's a very strong move. Oh, Jesus. By the way, that little rabbit thing, you can play as him too, multiplayer. So has anyone been donating? I didn't actually get any notifications. Someone donated $1. Whoever donated, thank you. Sorry if this isn't very interesting to watch, by the way. I don't think many people are even tuned in either. No, we have 46 viewers. Okay, well, I don't know. I figure this isn't that interesting to watch. I'm not goofing much here. It's just a game I wanted to play. So we're gonna fight this guy now. Oh wait, no we're not. Instead we're gonna fight these. I forget, that's the thing, is that there's a group of these characters. They're all pretty similar, but I think they have different elements is how they work. And depending on which path you take, you end up fighting one of them. I think we're gonna end up fighting her. You have to fight boss characters to actually unlock them in multiplayer. So you don't actually start with like any of these people, you have to end up getting them. So we're not doing so good with all of them. Oh Jesus. Fire isn't very good, honestly. I always have the best luck on this one. I'll let these drop off, so he comes back. Yeah. There we go. Oh Jesus, my own teammate just betrayed me. I'm gonna go back to the main menu because I skipped the arena. That was what I was talking about. If your teammates use magic and you hit an enemy who's like on fire, you're going to catch on fire too, which is you don't really want that happening. But I wanted to go back to the menu anyways, just because I skipped the arena by accident. There's a sign in the background that lets you do it. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, if you want to play a good 2D beat 'em up, this is it. This is the one, because this doesn't work like traditional beat 'em ups. There's so much to it. There's a lot of depth behind it. it's essentially like a fighting game mod. Like this is exactly what I would want. It's really well done. Combo system's also loose in a way that even if you don't exactly think you're gonna be able to pull stuff off from it, like if you're not familiar with fighting games or like how combos exactly would work in a game, you still can do stuff in this. Like you're gonna be able to get a lot out of it. The juggling in this game is really easy to do. There's a lot to it. I'm gonna go see. I gotta get to the arena. There's a sign in the background, which is where the arena is. I'm trying to remember where. Oh. Get the heck out of here. I saw it last time. Where is it? Where is that sign? I can't remember where the heck it is. I saw it last time. Might just be further up ahead and I won't want to go there yet. We killed the little wolf. Oh, does it want me to kill these planes? Fine. Like I said, these guys are kind of here just to give you experience points. There we go. Okay, it's over here somewhere. Thought it was at least. I guess we have to keep going. It's in one of the last areas here. You find a sign, and that leads to the arena. Oh, it's one of these guys. Come on. Oh god. I'm trying to run up ahead because I want to get to the arena, because the arena is where you're going to be getting like all your experience from. It's kind of the vital component to getting through this game. Come on. I guess we have to fight this, as much as I don't want to. Oh, Jesus. That's what you get. Ah. Yeah, those hurt you a lot, by the way, if you're caught and they're exploding. Where is that sign? Here it is. Found it. Alright, so here it is. This is the arena. You get to fight as much as you want here. There's no limit. Also, you don't have any buddies here. It's just you. I am not doing so good because these wolves are very, very aggressive. That was what I was talking about, is you come here to kind of level up. These guys can really pressure you, which kind of sucks. You need to find openings on them. As you can see, I'm getting my ass kicked really hard just because I haven't been playing this for a long time. I completely forgot how aggressive these guys are. They have a ton of health too. Probably gonna kill me dead soon, so I'm gonna have to be really careful and defensive. I just need to find openings on them whenever they present themselves, which that was not one. I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. Let's try loading save file. Hopefully that didn't just wipe my save file by doing that. So that might have been an oopsie. I might have just wiped my save file. We'll see though. Is there chip damage on blocks? I don't think there is for normal attacks. I'm pretty sure magic there is. But we're gonna load our save file. I wasted a lot of time just trying to find where the arena is, but we can do it fine this time, so we'll get there. Yeah, you have to really get good at just catching enemies in loops. Oh, by the way, you have a magic ability, which is if you try doing special motions and then hit the magic button, you'll do moves like that, which is what that was. So it was me doing a dash and using lightning through it. So you have like a lot of options for moves in this game. You also do get magic back every time, so you don't just run out. I don't actually know. He's a dummy. My partner here is a dummy. I don't really care. I'm gonna get out of here. Hopping between planes is kind of like using a dodge move, which is why it's kind of useful. No, this is SSF is the name of the generator. And yes, I can run every single Sega Saturn game runs perfect on it from what I remember. Every single one. There is kind of like a weird visual hiccup it's doing, but it seems to kind of stop right now. Yeah, I don't know what the F is supposed to stand for. Sega Saturn something, I guess. Oh, he's still here. Now I gotta beat up the plants. Or this guy. So I'm running away because I don't want to get blown up. But those blow up when you kill them, and that one thankfully doesn't do anything. Those green ones are just harmless. But later on you're going to fight like red ones, and they do a ton of damage. and are really easy to get killed by. I think you've seen already, you can die in this game really quick. And that's what happens later on in the game. You need to be really good at blocking. You need to constantly be on defense. You need to get really familiar with combos and everything later on.
Ouch! This plant boy is really hurt.
Something this game is kind of guilty of is doing the scaled up sprites, though. It does it a lot, and they don't look so good. It was probably to save effort, and was not having to animate really large sprites, and also it saves space on the cartridge. So things like this could be larger, despite them drawing way too many sprites for it. Treasure's done that a lot in their games. Okay, we're going to the arena. So, if I remember right, yeah, it's random what you end up fighting first. These guys aren't so bad. Although he has 800 health, so maybe he will be. Yeah, they do that, is the thing with these guys. They try to drill you in the air. Oh, come on. I forget if you get your health back after you kill these enemies, by the way. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. I forgot they can duplicate like that. Yeah, these guys are really tough in the arena. You have to be very good at fighting them. I forget what that move really does. Come on. Oh, come on back. Get me out of it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. So this is going to be really, really close. But yeah, they're completely fine pitting you against really tough enemies in the arena. Oh my God, he dodged it. This is really bad. He'll kill us in one more hit. And we have to find an opening on him too. Jeez. No! No! Oh my God. Oh, fuck. No, he dodged it! Ugh. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna put it into intelligence and health. We're gonna try this again. But yeah, arena monsters are very, very tough. They'll pit you against things that are from the end of the game. I'm pretty sure you get all your health back though once you win a fight. But yeah, I had to take that fight a lot safer when I was playing it, so I got killed really easily. Like I said, this character is also just really weak. He's the weakest in the game. Quick movement's what he's good at. And what's good about that is that if you're blocking, you can get quick attacks out after blocking a move. But, that's pretty much it. It's not a good choice compared to any of the other characters, really. Also, if you're wondering, those aren't actually combos when enemies are alive. Enemies are easier to juggle when they're already dead, so anything I'm doing here isn't something I can exactly do when they're alive. Have him do that. Hit me with it. Here we come. Also, yes, there's you can do air combos like that by canceling off a jump. So yes, there's jump cancels. They seriously came up with whatever in this game. You can just do whatever you want. So if you're a fan of how combos and something like Guilty Gear work, you can actually do a lot of that here, surprisingly enough. There really is a lot to this game, so it's worth picking up and playing. And let's get this thing out.
Oh boy. Oh god. Oh, kablooey.
Oh Jesus! He kicked him backwards into me, and I got bounced off by it. This game can sometimes be a little bit hard to keep up with. It is very chaotic when there's a huge fight happening. Come over here. Oh! I'm actually gonna change his, Wow. But we're gonna go to the arena again, obviously. And if we can win a fight, we'll probably level up right off of it, and we can keep going after that. You just need to play it pretty defensive in the arena. You can be more offense-driven against these guys, but arena fights aren't like just being out here. Enemies are really aggressive, which is why you want to be on defense constantly. Okay, so we're back at the arena. We're gonna try to level up a bit here. Oh, it skipped the arena. Well, great. Not quite sure why it skipped the arena, so let's try that again. Whoops. How many times can I play the same stage? Guess we'll have to see. I also think my theory from yesterday was absolutely correct. If we play good games, people don't like watching. So I might just switch to a bad game after this. Oh, does it really waste my continues for doing this? Okay, I didn't know that. That's actually really bad. So it's using my continues when I reset the game. I didn't know that. Whoops. I'm not playing well, if you can't tell, by the way. I'm being kind of a dunce. If I remember, the Xbox Live version also added air dashing, so you could really get a lot out of it. I I do actually have fun playing the bad games, if you're wondering. Like, Wild Woody was fun for a little while. It's just, I don't know, Mega Man X made me just realize I really miss playing games like this. It's just so infrequent that we get a chance to do it on screen because nobody really wants to see it. I really want to play Mega Man X again after we had to sit through Mighty Number 9 and how bad that was. Also, I found out that Mighty Number 9, I was able to figure out using abilities and everything, and they really just make the... We didn't show it off during the stream because I did end up finishing the build that we got sent. Well, that's the thing, is the abilities in that game, you pretty much have to rely on those end up being bosses. You're not going to do like a standard buster run in it just because of how obnoxious the fights are. If that wasn't clear, everybody got to they got to see that the fire boss and how he is. How they just expect you to be absolutely perfect to get over his one attack, and how he's a one-hit kill. They just expect you to rely on your power-ups. You're probably never gonna do a run in like at least that build. Maybe the final game won't be like that, but it's a situation. We've gone over it a billion times why that game is just so flawed in terms of design and how it's also just not a Mega Man game. It's not based around platforming, positioning. Play X4. I could play it. The sprite problem's coming up again a little bit here and there. It seems like for the most part it's not doing it, so we can just play X4 after this. Jesus. No. God damn it, God. Oh, that's the thing too, I think. If you block right when an attack connects with you, you actually push the enemy far away from you. So there's push blocking in this if you can time it right. Okay, I'm gonna head back here because that's where the arena is. Please leave me alone. Okay, that's cool. Okay, you can leave me alone. There we go. Okay, so here we are, we're at the arena. Let's see who we're gonna end up fighting. Oh, these guys are easy. Okay, so we got an easy first one, that's good to know. That's the thing, is it's luck of the draw what enemies you end up with that you're going to be fighting. Also, as you can see, I barely do damage to them. That's because of this character. You are fighting very high-level versions of all the monsters that you end up taking on here. So it's up to you to just fight really well. As I said, I think this game is pretty Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they're very quick to attack whenever they have enough mana for it too. I think you get mana back from hitting enemies. But yeah, this guy is very slow, so fighting isn't a big deal. Also, yes, there's clashes in this game, so two attacks connect at once, they bounce off. So, like I said, there is a ton in this game. There's so many mechanics. Now that's cool. We're gonna do the little zappy whip. Oh, he's dead. Oh, poor baby. And we're gonna keep going because this is how you This is how you're actually meant to level up. You're not supposed to just juggle dead enemies to level up. You're supposed to take advantage of the arenas, which is unfortunate because the arenas are so difficult. So if you actually want to go ahead, you need to be good. Not like even good in terms of like morality, but good at the game to be able to be considered good in terms of morality. No! Jesus, you won't even give me the opening for it. Thankfully we have a really good dash. Unfortunately though, these guys can get in very quick. And I don't have mana, so I can do my other move. That spin attack actually leaves me a little bit of an opening. So if I can catch him in it, I can get him out of it, but that means he has to... Also, this is a really bad spot to be in. If they hit me one time, they can juggle me potentially forever. I got a couple times that was bad. Oh jeez, wrong move. Oh fuck. I'm gonna try to get some glancing blows in just to get some mana, but it didn't work out very well. Also, that was a grab, so I got killed by that. Like I said, this game is very unforgiving. You have to... Get out of here! Oh, Jesus, I'm stunned. Oh, I did that way too early. I didn't recognize which plane I was on. Let's get out of here. Oh. Yes, this is kind of what you have to rely on around in the arena. That's where attacks rate is so low. You barely do damage from physical moves. So you kind of give me putting it down just to pull up on the enemy. He's out. Just like a bloody guy. Do we have enough? Yeah, we do. Oh, fuck. Ran right into that. Oh my god. He really likes his low attacks. Ow. Also, as you can see, he kind of has a form of super armor right now. Like, easy block. So we're doing this just to grind out some mana. Oh jeez. Oh my god. So if we get touched once, we're dead. he got us. Like I said, the arena is brutal. Let's try this again. You need to do combos, by the way, get mana back, so... He is really just being defensive, isn't he? I think I'm gonna have to get him over. Yeah, he is awful in the air. That's how we're meant to fight him. You have to really figure out how to also take these guys on. I was thinking low attacks, but you can't chain together low attacks against him, because he relies on low attacks as the thing. Yeah, he keeps blocking this. I'm gonna launch him and try doing with that. Ow. He keeps blocking these. I'm gonna throw fire at him then. I think I can just catch him in all of these uppercuts. If I pressure him enough, he's just not going to be able to respond to this. But this is what I'm talking about, is that there is like a lot to this game, and there's a lot to fighting enemies in it. It's not just as simple as hitting them over and over again. I'm going to try to see if I can chain into that. Fuck. Oh, he's getting really defensive now. Oh, fuck. There we go, we got him. That was a very tough fight. Oh boy, well, let's see who's up next. It's gonna be 3 enemies. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be really difficult. Yeah, these wolves are super aggressive. To really sidestep out of here. They might just juggle me to death. I'm gonna see if I can get the wolf out first. Because the wolf is really the biggest problem here. These other two aren't, because you can at least keep them pressure very easily. The wolf has a lot of health, so now we're in a bad position because of that. Oh, wrong button. Okay, let's back up. We're actually doing good on this wall. I almost haven't done. That got us a lot of mana. Yeah, the wolf is about to die. Oh, that was bad. Oh shit, come on, no, get out. We don't have enough. Oh my god. So that sucked. We ended up, of course, I probably should have just upped my vitality, just so I could hold out for these fights. But we know how to fight these guys, you just have to uppercut them a lot. It's really difficult to manage more and more of these guys. Also, I'm leveling up here, but I can't put the points towards anything until I'm done in the arena. So, it's you're going to be burning through a lot of your continues just to level up here. Now that the wolf is dead, it's not as bad. Like I said, these guys cannot really handle pressure too well, so if I just keep getting on and doing this, it's gonna put them down really easily. The thing is that air move is really good for pressuring them too. The thing with these guys is that they have really quick recovery time off moves, so combos are hard to do often. That's why you have to get them in the air, because at least in the air they can't really recover. Juggles or combos, so if you can get them in the air, you can keep doing stuff to them. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna be fighting 4 enemies now, so I can only imagine. Oh, jeez. Okay, so 2 enemies, but one of them is a wolf, so that's gonna suck. As you can see, they're leveling up too for each fight. Oh my god. These guys are real fuckers, because they can pretty much hit you from anywhere and abuse you. Oh god, he walked. He might be able to stay airborne, just because he's such a big target. You want to get him while he's getting up, just because of how vicious he is. You can really easily murder you, so I don't even want to take the risk of letting him get that bad. I did a double jump to go backwards there just because I wanted to be safe. He could have easily hit me if I didn't do that. Oh, Jesus. I really want to get this wolf out. Unfortunately, I'm not really getting the Cyclops, which is not very good. Although if we can kill the Cyclops, then, you know, whatever. At least it's something. Oh god. I'm trying to remember which is my sidestep button for what. Okay, L is to go up. Oh yeah, he has eye lasers, I forgot. Why not? Go up. Oh my god, nope. Oh Jesus, he blocked it. No! The wolf! Oh my god. I died. Go figure. Please let me hit you. Oh, he got right out of that. So they're both almost dead. By the way, this is a good way of keeping things going, but the problem is he's just gonna block it all. I can't actually get him with it. Since I don't think he ever stops blocking when we get to him, but we got the bolt axe and that's just him. He's almost dead. So he's dead. Hooey. And we'll do, I guess, one more run. Just because these are gonna get tougher and tougher and tougher. Yeah, this is gonna be murder. Jesus, right out the door. Thankfully, if an electrocuted enemy touches another one, they get electrocuted too. Also, if you do combo one enemy in the air like that, it means I can stay airborne off of just one of them. So there are benefits to fighting groups like this. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not fighting that. That would make this a lot worse. These guys are really annoying if they get right up in your face, which That's what they're trying to do. They move slow, but if they're right in you... Oh, Jesus, I gotta get out. Oh, no, he followed me. He's gonna block it. He's not. Oh my god, he hit me out of it. I almost got hit out of that. Oh god, he grabbed me. Oh no, he hit me. No, come on. Oh my god. Please block. Oh my god, I am really cornered here. Oh, he grabbed me. Oh, please leave me alone. No, I can't get out. Oh. Oh boy. They could easily come right in me right now and just kill me. The Cyclops is at least almost dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I gotta keep going though. That means I'm going to finish up the which is fine. Like I said, this is why you come to do, you want to level up here. Gets you set for the rest of the game. Cyclops is down. It's just these two now. Thankfully, this one is not problem. It's just because the Cyclops is there, because he can dive right into you. So we're just fighting this one out. Yeah, this guy's being mongoloid. I don't know what he's doing. He's dead. Okay, so we're done here with the arena now. Now we're gonna fight the boss. So after we finish up this area, we can use all the skill points we got. I'm gonna try to issue an order as quick as I can now. Okay. So he's gonna blow this guy up. Oh, I missed. Now we gotta hit this safe lane. Oh! There he goes. Yeah, beat him up. Here's the old man. Also, interestingly enough, a lot of the dialogue in this game will change based on who you have picked, which is it's a nice touch. Like, it's interesting that they actually went out of their way to do that. At the beginning of the game, you're with everybody, so you figure they would just do that throughout the entire course of the game, but they don't. They actually will change dialogue based on who's with you at the time. But we, I forget how many times we leveled up. We leveled up a lot because of the arena. So we should be in a good position after this level ends because of that. We used almost all of our continues just in the arena to level up. But the method to really do combos with the character I'm using is you want to get them into the air, and then when these little dive kicks, if I do my normal kick in the air into the dive kick, I can just keep them there going for a very long time. So let's keep this going. Oh yeah, you actually do have a dodge in place, don't you? How did I just do that? That's how you do it. Actually, how did I do that? I don't remember how I just did that. There is a way to dodge in place though, I don't remember how to do it. It's not something that makes sense. I know they changed it for the Xbox Live one. They actually did a lot for the Xbox Live one. Although some of the controls that they set up for it are also really confusing. Like I think the burst, you have to hit 3 buttons at once or something. It made it kind of weird. Although it was necessary adding in something like a burst. It's easy to get cornered and stuck in an infinite combo. Yeah, we're gonna fight her now. Oh god! I thought I was closer. I think I'm in range. Yeah, there we go. Talk about teamwork. There we go. So she's dead. Here's old boy. Something something story. Whatever weirdo.
Murder mode, please listen to me. I don't have friend.
Sure, let's go to save the village. And as you can see, we're level 46. We went from, what was that, level 14 up to 46 because we did the arena. That's why you do it. I'm gonna put all of that to these two. If I remember right, agility isn't that useful. No, why not? Oh, I'll pop a couple in there. Oh, I forget what all the stats do, so we'll just take it. We'll take it easy. Oh, that was an oopsie. That's a good start. These are the Big Lip boys. They're the local bad boys of the town. I remember there's a fight in a cave with them later on, and it's actually a really hard fight because you get cornered by all of them. Whoa, tossed me. Give me a little chuck. Oh boy, oh god. Okay, we roughed them up. They know what's up. He's doing the crab dance. And we just jumped over them. I guess we're not fighting them. This guy's a vampire. He's actually the last boss of one of the pets in the game. He's supposed to be like a rogue character, but you can't end up fighting him as the final boss. Not only do you fight him, it's like a powered up version of him too. So he's like Super Saiyan. Oh, look at all these guys. It's a shame someone electrocuted all of them at some point. Yeah, that's called the spin kicky. Sorry I'm being boring. I'm not even saying much. I'm just kind of playing this game. I forgot how much I like this game. I'm sorry, everybody. I'll play something else after this. I actually want to go to bed, but I can't go to bed because we're only at $1. So I'm pretty sure this guy is supposed to be a vampire if I remember right. Oh, now we're gonna fight him. Ow, he threw a thing at me. Oh, he throws roses if I remember. I'm sorry. Ow! Quit blinking me. Oh. Well, that's that. Oh no. It's actually a really cool looking effect. Saturn hardware is really cool. I'm a sucker for it. So I wanted to play some Saturn games tonight. Sure, that one, why not? Well, you can't go wrong with more health, I suppose. This isn't the town. Listen, I just wanted to go to town. I kept saying over and over again, I just wanted to go to town. This is not the town. Maybe this is the town. Oh boy. Something happened. By the way, if it seems like this game is chaos and you have to manage a lot while playing it, it is, and you do. It's not incorrect. You have to do a lot to stay on top of things like this. Oh wait, come to me.
Whoa! No! Oh shoot!
Oh, they broke the skeleton. Why you gotta mess them up? Why do they sound like pottery when you break them? Oh. Clobbered me. Wait, come back. No, I didn't mean to. Oh. What are these spooky ghosts out of here? He didn't know what he was doing either. We didn't post anything yet just because we're going to California. We'll have stuff up after that. I mean, we're gonna be really busy getting ready for the trip and everything. It's why we're streaming so frequently too. We need to get ready for all of this. We'll probably do the bubble fest stream while we're in California. So we might end up having Chris and Corey and everybody else there too. Music started up a couple of times. Oh no, is this the fight I'm thinking of? Did I pick this path? Yes, I did. This is the one where I'm cornered. Oh no! Oh boy. Okay, I'm actually in a good spot for this fight. You don't want to get just shoved into the center of the room because if you already get killed immediately. Oh, that's it, I suppose. That's the whole fight. I remember that fight being a lot worse. There he goes. Summer Bubba Fest doesn't even take place in summer then. Yeah, you're right, July is in summer. What are you talking about? Yeah, July is autumn, I guess. But I said when we're out there in California, we'll probably do it, which is in July, so there you go. I'm really confused, you sure are. I said we're doing it when we're probably in California, so it would be in July. If we're gonna do Summer Bubba Fest, it'd be in July. What'd you think I said? Because I said... Whatever. We're gonna do it in the... Oh, did the chat say something stupid as that way? I said we'll probably be doing it sometime next month. Oh, we've been getting donations. I didn't even see. Oh my god. Is it just not going off anymore? I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. Well, thank you whoever donated. I'll read them off at the end. If we can get up to 20, then that means I can wrap up soon. Because I need to go somewhere at like 5 p.m. I haven't even slept yet. Now here's your story segment. I'm sure this is very interesting to you. Also, the fun thing about this part is that no matter what path you take, you always get the story told to you, unless you kill the villain right at the door. Actually, no, he does it if you kill him right at the door too. You always will get the story. I don't think there's any path where you don't get the story. Yeah, that's weird. I guess Twitch alerts screwed up. I'll mess with it in a bit. I'll read the names off of everyone who donated. Now, so this is the bad boy. He was an evil man with an evil plan. He had a little curl. When he was good, he wasn't very good, and when he was bad, he was pretty bad. So now we gotta fight this guy. And this guy is... all of these actually give you different results, but you always end up fighting him. So I'll go with You Are Insane. I don't remember what's what. So now we're gonna fight him. Set him to do this. This guy is very, very strong. I'm really good at fighting him because his magic is ridiculous. Oh, I did the wrong one. I didn't even get him with any balls. Oh, Jesus, he froze me. Now, all my partners have infinite health. So, this is what I was talking about at the end of the game. You kind of just want to rely on your partners just because you can end up getting murdered really easily. And they're probably going to be able to download anything. That's the problem with this game. Also, the way his ice spell works is if you touch those spots on the ground, he'll freeze you. He seems to be having fun just doing that forever. Oh, Jesus. Froze me too. That's it. That's the end of the old man. I'm surprised this is coming up right now. We didn't do anything to really set off the underworld in this game. But I guess that's where the story's gonna end up wrapping up. There's a... Oh wait. What are we here? Oh. Yeah, this is the choice we can make right now. We can end up either fighting in the underworld, or we can end up killing God. Now, this is our choice right now. We can either fight for them, or we could just say, I don't give a fuck, and I can turn against everybody. Oh, they changed what these options are. The Xbox One made it better, because it made it clear that, what was it? They were like actual dialogue options, and one wasn't like, why should I do that for you? I don't even know you. That's the thing, is I can either do what he said, just go to the kingdom, or I could try to kill God, which, you know, it's sounding like the more interesting option. Unfortunately, this is also the hardest thing to do in the game, so going this way is probably a bad idea. As you can see, I'm stuck in an infinite juggle right now, so I might just be dead. I don't know what I'm gonna really do here. I shouldn't have gone this way. I can't even move right now, so it's probably the end. I'm gonna see if I can reset. I might lose my save file doing this. That was actually a really bad start to that fight. if you end up getting cornered like that, you're just dead out the door. But that's the thing, is if you're gonna end up if you end up fighting Heaven in this game, they're the hardest fights in the game, and it's very hard to come out of it. Yeah, I deleted my save file, so that's that. We're done for now with this game. Whoops. But we can pop in a different game. That was a pretty bad run to begin with. I should have just opted for a different ending. I forgot about how hard that fight is, though. But let's pop in a different game. That's the thing about Guardian Heroes, is that it's also brutal about its save system. Most games, if you power them off or something, you still would have your progress kept. Not Guardian Heroes. If you turn the game off and you turn it back on, you lose one of your continues. It counts it as you dying. So you get punished for doing that. It's not a good thing if you reset your system. Although, surprisingly enough, the Xbox Live arcade version of it doesn't do that. I don't know why. It doesn't do it, though. If you reset the game or go back to your dashboard or anything, you just keep your save file. You don't lose anything. So if you're struggling a lot with the game, you can just keep backing out to the menu and coming back. But, yeah. We probably shouldn't have done that, because we were not in a good position to do that. That was what I was talking about too, is this game gets very, very, very hard at the very end. To the point that I don't even want to say it's exactly fair. Those Heaven fights are difficult to the point that you can't really do much. You just get beaten around senseless. Your guard gets broken because they'll grab you or hit you with magic to get through it. You pretty much have to rely on the Golden Knight for those fights. You have to command him to fight for you and get him going, and just stay behind him the entire fight. Which is not a very fun way of doing it, but it's kind of what you gotta do at the end. You don't have to do it if you go the Underworld. The Underworld route in the game is actually pretty tame by comparison. But, yeah, if you take the Heaven route, it's as hard as it gets. I also think it's the best ending, honestly, because the ending is that you pretty much wipe out both the Underworld and Heaven and everything. So the idea is that man must pave the way of his own destiny. And the game acts like that's a bad ending, but is that a bad ending? That doesn't sound bad to me. I don't know why this isn't working. It's not reading the game disc. I don't want to cut the stream off early. We didn't... Ugh. I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping, though, because there's a lot of people over here. So, maybe it is just time to go off. We only got $9, though. When did I start the stream for? I streamed for 3 hours. Well, guess we'll just go static screen here. We'll put on some music while I plug some stuff in, charge my phone, and get ready to go to bed, I guess. So, here, let's... Thank you for donating AA Quest $3 whole. So I guess the notifications do work, they're just really quiet. That's pretty weird. I guess I need to turn it up. But, that was Guardian Heroes. Pretty good game. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. It has a lot of flaws, like, as you saw by the end there. That final fight, well, it's not even the final fight, that's second to last fight in the game. Because that's the thing is, you fight all of those enemies, then you fight in the underworld, and then you go back and you fight the final boss in heaven, and that's the thing is, they are ridiculous fights. They don't give you, like, any time to goof around. You get surrounded by everything, and if you get hit one time, they're gonna juggle you forever until you're dead. Not to mention that giant robot was shooting lasers, which makes firewalls, so it's a move that goes across every single plane, so you can't sidestep it. And I don't think you can block it either. So you just get murdered. You're just destroyed the second that fight begins. You need to immediately run out of the way, start spamming magic until everything's away from you, and then set the Golden Knight to attack for you, and try to just be on defense. And that's the problem with the game. Things like the arena, I think are where the game kind of shines. The combat system is really, really deep in it, and it's a lot of fun. And when it's fights like that, it's really fun for it. Like when it's one-on-one with a really tough enemy who, you have to bait them out to find openings and everything. Like it's a really fun, rewarding time fighting enemies like that. But when you're just surrounded by like 12 enemies, and you can't really get them to position themselves in a way that you can fight them reasonably, you're just cornered constantly, and getting hit one time means you're dead. It becomes really frustrating by the end of the game. It's very difficult to the point that pretty much one mistake you're dead. It's not a forgiving game by any means. As you just saw, it deleted my save file because I reset the console. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy it does that too. I can kind of appreciate that it's so unforgiving as a game. But that's the thing, like it's kind of a mixed bag in terms of difficulty. It becomes kind of unreasonable by the end of it. Even if you know what you're doing, it's still a matter of you kind of exploiting the game to end up beating it. But the thing is too, it's kind of designed around two-player in mind as well. If you can have a buddy with you on top of having the Gold Knight fight with you, it's really easy to set up the combos together and just keep people pinned down forever. If you're going through that game alone, it's almost impossible. Like that fight you just saw, with two people, it's still really unreasonable, but you can kind of do it. When you're completely alone, it's unlikely you're gonna get through it. Yeah, that's the thing, is you really gotta cheese it, and it's not fun doing that. And that's the problem, is if you're gonna do the hard fights at the very end of the game like that, that's how you're gonna do it one player. Two player, you don't need to really do it. One player, you do, just because at least there's a way to do it, is what I'll say. If you didn't have the Golden Knight with you, there's no way you could ever finish that game. I don't think you could do it. Unless you knew a good infinite combo, but even then, the final boss in the game doesn't really get stun time from any of your attacks chaining on him, so he can just hit you out of it. So, yeah, It's probably one of the best 2D beat 'em ups regardless. It's really, really fun anyways. Like, here I am complaining about the difficulty. It's flawed, like I said, but god damn if it isn't fun. And there is just so much depth behind it. It got so much right. If it was just polished up a little bit more, it probably could be one of the best beat 'em ups, period. It's one of the best 2D beat 'em ups by far. It's one of the best Sega Saturn games by far. It runs at a solid frame rate too. Like it's just a really great Sega Saturn game. You don't get any slowdown or anything really. It just plays great, feels great. It's a really, really good game. It's also a very rare game. But yeah, that's Guardian Heroes. It's worth checking out for sure. If you've never played it, you should go out of your way to... If you have an Xbox 360, go check out the Xbox Live release of it because they did a lot to make it better. They even improved like the dialogue and everything in the writing. They improved controls in it. Runs even smoother. It's more crisp looking. The scaling isn't as chunky as something like the Sega Saturn. And they upped the versus mode to 16 people, if I remember right. Maybe it was even 32. It might have been 32 player. The menus are more polished up. There's online play. Like, there's no reason to avoid getting it. You need to grab it before it goes off Xbox Live Arcade because it's a very good game to own. It's apparently really cheap too, so... What's the best character for solo? If you're gonna play it one player, what was her name? I'm trying to remember what her name was. The girl with the pink hair wearing the hat is the best, just the best character in the game, period. She has a move she can do that puts a shield around her, which is great just because, you know, it's a defensive maneuver. It stays in one spot, so you can go there if you need to defend yourself. But the catch to that move is that it counts as damage, and it hits any enemy that it... that if the thing with it is, if you can pin them against a wall with it, or if you get them right in the middle of it, it hits them hundreds of times. Like, they get stuck inside that shield, and you can just kill enemies immediately by using that shield. It's so good as a move. That's why she's the best character. She has so many setups for really strong moves. So, if you're gonna play it solo, she's obviously the one you should go with. I think she's a healer too, if I remember right. She's just a really good character overall. It's because she's easy to exploit, but that's why you should go with her. Not the Night Girl, it's the other one. The Night Girl you also have to unlock. You have to beat the game one time to have the... I forget what her name is, but she's the one with the green hair. She becomes playable after you beat the game. And I'm actually kind of wondering what it's like playing through as her because, like I said, all the dialogue changes depending on what characters you're playing through the game as, so... The group usually has dialogue in some areas where it's supposed to be the whole group being together. So obviously she would chime in, but she probably has the most unique dialogue in the game because she's not supposed to be in any of these events, typically. Is the Game Boy Advance Guardian Heroes any good? I wish I could say it is, but it isn't. It's not bad. It's pretty mediocre. It plays nothing like the Sega Saturn one. It's really weird too. The characters from the Sega Saturn one appear in it at points, but they're like recolored. I forget what they said the setting is. It's supposed to be like decades later or something, so it's ancestors of the characters, even though it is just the characters. And they're really poorly shrunken down sprites from the Sega Saturn one, which get mashed up with these new sprites that don't have the same visual style at all. I don't know, it's a mess. Doesn't play the same. Runs really, really slow. I wouldn't play the Game Boy Advance Guardian Heroes. It's probably one of the few games Treasure did that just isn't very good. but the Sega Saturn one is a really, really good game. Even with those flaws I was mentioning, it's still a really good game anyways, and the arena, I would say, is probably one of the highlights of the game, just because focused combat like that in it is really, really fun. And that it gets really intense because the game is so unforgiving too. This is just Sega Channel music. Yes, there's only one Wild Woody game. Wild Woody was supposed to be a Sega CD mascot to kind of save the Sega CD, and Sega of America took that over as a project, and it was horrible. Nobody bought it, and the Sega CD died. But, like I said, Guardian Heroes, Xbox Live Arcade, if you can pick it up, you should try it for sure. At least download the free trial of it. If it's still up, like I said, I don't know if it is. If it is, you should grab it, I would say, just because it's going to go down soon. Microsoft is probably going to nuke Xbox Live Arcade, especially with that new system coming out. I know they discontinued indie games, so Xbox Live Arcade is probably going to go away soon. But, if you can't get that one, which, by the way, that is so shitty to even think about, that these are games you just don't officially own anymore. Like, I bought it, and I'm pretty sure my hard drive from my 360 died because I lost it in a flood. I lost a lot in the flood. A bunch of game consoles and everything, but, I can't, like, re-download it or anything. I just don't own it anymore if they deleted it. And that really sucks. It sucks that you don't technically own these things if you bought it digitally. If Microsoft feels like taking it down, that's it. It's gone. You don't own it anymore. Certain games you just can't play anymore. Contra Hardcore Uprising, I think it's just called Hardcore Uprising, even though, yeah, it's Contra, but apparently that's still on PlayStation Network, which is good to know, but it's not on Xbox Live Arcade anymore, meaning if you bought it there, you just don't own it. You don't own it anymore. You're never going to play it again. Same goes for like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That was the most downloaded Xbox Live Arcade game, and they took it down because Capcom lost the rights with Marvel, so they took it down, which is really disappointing because that was one of the top selling Xbox Live Arcade games. It's just gone now. So you don't own it anymore. And the thing is, these are special ports of these games. It's not like these are just the original games. Sometimes they do extra things to make these games. They don't typically make them better, I would say. Like anything that has HD, if it says like it's an HD version of a game, usually they didn't do anything to improve it. They probably made it look uglier. But at least there's features like online play and stuff. And in the case of Guardian Heroes, they actually did. They added a lot onto it. Guardian Heroes, they put a whole bunch in there. I think there's a training mode. Like I said, it goes up to 32 players versus different menus and everything. There's a remix mode that adds new mechanics. To have a version of that game just be lost forever is really depressing to think about. So but that's the thing, is it blows. That's why if you still have a chance to get something like Guardian Heroes, I'd say go for it. In fact, any games you were thinking about on Xbox Live Arcade, you should probably just go for it, because you're not going to have a chance to ever get them again soon. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I mean, remember, Microsoft shut down all the Xbox Live... by the way, Xbox Live on the original Xbox and the 360 were using the same servers. I know they made up some excuse and said, "Oh, we're shutting down the servers for the original Xbox, not the 360." It doesn't work that way, actually. All they did was it blocks you out, because after they shut down the original Xbox connection to Xbox Live, if you were still connected to Xbox Live, you could still play games online until you disconnected. So people were still playing Halo 2 for weeks on end, leaving their Xboxes on, just so they could remain connected to it. And that's the thing is, they did that to try to get people to switch over. They didn't want people playing Halo 2 anymore. They wanted to get people over to the 360, and they wanted to get people to buy Halo 3. It's what they ended up doing with the Nintendo Wi-Fi, which is, I can't believe Nintendo did that. That was really shitty of them. So you can't ever play Mario Kart DS online again. Can't ever play Brawl online again. They just nuked all of it. So, you know, way to go. Way to go, Nintendo. That really sucks. But that's the thing, it's a move that they do to try to force you over the new console, and because of that, it's only a matter of time till they do that with the 360. They're gonna not only take down Xbox Live Arcade, they won't even let you connect to Xbox Live unless you're using an Xbox One, so wait for that. That's gonna be coming up, especially because they have a new console coming out soon. They're really gonna just discontinue everything with the 360. So, it's coming. That was a fart. But, yeah. Thanks for watching the stream. I don't know. I don't want to be an asshole and be like, oh, what? Only $12. It was nice anybody donate, because that probably wasn't fun to watch Guardian Heroes. I should technically be staying up later until we can get more. I know everybody was telling me, like, oh, we'll try to aim for like 20 to 30 a stream so we can actually be good for the trip, but I mean, I have to be somewhere later. I really can't do this morning as much as I'd like to. Ooh. Oy vey, my butthole. But have a happy Papa Day. This will stay on for like 5 more minutes. But yeah, that's the thing too. It's funny how they really didn't want you modifying like your PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, but ultimately that's your best bet at the very end of the day, because what, you want to lose all of this? You never want to be able to play these games again? Never want to play these downloadable games ever again just because Microsoft decided you don't own them anymore? It sucks that can happen with any service. The games can just disappear forever and there's no way to ever buy them again. At least with physical releases, if they discontinue a game, you can still end up buying the physical releases of it. It's not gone forever. It's a thing that actually exists, so you can always purchase it. There's always a way to play it. But, like, if a game ended up being listed on Steam, it's like what happened with Umahara. At least Umahara is back up on, it's back up on Steam because a new company bought the rights to it. But that was the thing, was if you didn't grab Umahara the first month it was out, when they went bankrupt, if they didn't end up getting the license sold to a different company who relisted it, that would have been it. That would have just been it. Like the few, probably like 2,000 people who owned Umahara are the only people who would ever own it on Steam. I remember gift copies of that game were going for a ton of money because people didn't know it was going to be delisted like that. So it's depressing to think about that. Digital games are really convenient to download, but technically you don't really own them, unless you're going to go out of your way to modify the files and everything to make sure you can keep it permanently. And with a PC, that's easy. With Steam, you know, that's not a big deal. Everyone will eventually figure out a way of cracking whatever game. Oh, thank you for donating, Jumanamana Mexicera. But, I mean, it's eventually gonna happen with Steam, obviously. You're not gonna own any of your games anymore on Steam. You're gonna go bye-bye. That's obviously, like, way down the line. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know, 2020... 28? Let's go with 2028. But people come up with something to just patch out whatever so you can still use them. But as if it's games Valve did or something, though, because DRM usually isn't even linked into Steam in any way. It's whatever they set up. If games won't let you run them if the Steam API file is in the folder with the game, which, you know, simple solution, just delete it. Fun fact, I bought Nuclear Throne. I'd never played Nuclear Throne before, and wanted to try it out. And did not really like it, which is too bad. I really enjoyed Enter the Gungeon, though. I'll say that. Enter the Gungeon is exactly what I wanted. I don't like how it looks visually, but in terms of gameplay, that was exactly what I was hoping for. I thought Nuclear Throne was going to be more like that, but it's... First off, it runs at 30 frames per second, which is ridiculous. I couldn't believe that for a game like that. Second off, it's just essentially a 2D cover-based shooter, which is not what I was hoping for. I thought it was going to be really fast-paced action, but the bullets in that game move so quick that it's not... You can't feasibly dodge them. Usually it is about you just finding spots to hide behind. I'm not going to really go into reviewing it here. The point is, I ended up buying it, I got a refund on it, and I wasn't sure if you got a refund if it deleted the files off your computer, so I went to check. They were still there. I removed the Steam API file. I could just play it fine. It didn't matter. It's like I still owned it. So, whew. To anybody who made a game in Game Maker, I'm so sorry. It's that refund system really fucking you over. I'm not gonna encourage DRM, but that is the thing. It is so easy to steal these games technically just because of that. The refund system is actually really exploitable. I'm glad it's there, don't get me wrong. I love that it's there. It's really... I got a refund on Street Fighter V because it didn't even work the first week it came out. That was a horrible PC port. But it's shocking to see that it's that easy to just go in and play games that you got a refund on. But that's what I'm saying is DRM is local to the game itself. It's not a Steam thing. So Steam going down years ahead, not really going to matter much. What's going to matter is what kind of DRM these games have. Like if it's connecting to a server. A good example of that actually is on my iPhone. I downloaded Rhythm of Fighters, which was a shitty rhythm game SNK put out. It costs like $1, and it's sort of... I wish I could say it's sort of like Cool Tune for the Dreamcast, which is a really good game, by the way. Never came over here, but it's a really good rhythm game that SNK made before they went bankrupt. Good music, really good gameplay, great visual style, like really, really good visual style, really good looking Dreamcast game. But the thing with that game is, you had to use like the analog stick. That was a big part of its gameplay, and obviously they can't do that with the iPhone. It doesn't play the same way, really. But it tries to kind of mimic how it looked. Point is, it's not a horrible game, it's an okay rhythm game. That's for the iPhone. I paid $1 for it, whatever. Reason I did it was I just wanted something dinky I could have on my phone to kill time, and it wasn't even worth it. I think I have like 2 games on my phone at this point. I don't even touch them. I don't care for mobile games to begin with. But the point is, the reason I bring it up, SNK took it off the App Store, which is like, oh, that, whatever, okay, they're not supporting it anymore, at least I own it. I tried to run the game recently, just because I wanted to try it again. It said connecting the server, failed to connect the server, closes the game immediately. I don't technically own it anymore. I paid money for it, I still have it on my phone. I'm not allowed to play it ever again. So they deactivated the game for every single person who owned it because it tried to do a server check at the beginning. And that's what I'm talking about. That's going to be a big problem with games in the future when these servers go down. If they do DRM checks that way, that's a big problem. That is no good. So get ready for stuff like that coming up in the future. It reminds me of like GameSpy games. I was baffled by that finally going down. I thought GameSpy was going to be around forever because, God, how far back does that even go? 95? 96? GameSpy goes way back. And almost every single game during the time period went through it. So for the longest time I just thought like, oh yeah, these games will be fine forever. Clearly whoever is running those servers doesn't give a shit because it's been like, what, 20 years? But then no, recently it finally went down and it was really shocking. I couldn't believe it. It was surprising to see that happen, but that's the thing, it's a matter of time. I read Nuclear Throne runs on GameMaker, so that explains 30 FPS. Incorrect. GameMaker games don't have to run at 30 frames per second, that's just the default setting. You can bump it up to whatever you want, and not only that, if you're making a game to begin with, you should be programming around the delta time, which is the game's timer. You should not be programming it around ticks. You shouldn't have it be that one frame has all the coding go off. You should have it that the game runs at whatever frame rate your PC can handle, and then it tries to do catch-up work based on the game's timer to loop through the game's code. So what that means is if the game was, if your PC sucked and the game was running at 30 frames per second, even though you want it to run at 60, it'll throttle the code, knowing that your frame rate is so low, anyways. Because usually it's the visual end of it that's lagging. It's not the actual code doing it. That's why the frame rate's low. It's the visuals and drawing the visuals out. So because of that, you throttle the code then, and it'll still run like it's running at 60 frames per second. It's not going to look like it. It's going to be running at 30. There's no excuse why Nuclear Throne runs at 30. People have even done like fan patches to make it run at 60. All they had to do is go through the code and divide everything by 2 if they wanted to make it run at 60. There is no excuse why. It's just what they ended up doing. I know people like to make fun of what's a Total Biscuit for that. Like, oh, why does it matter so much to you? It matters to me in a game like that because, first of all, it's a 2D game. Why is that running at 30 to begin with? A 2D pixel art game. Like, it does it no favors. But then second, it's a Twitch-based, like, Twitch reflex action game, and you're going to give me more delayed controls and also delayed visuals, so I have less time to respond to things. Like, why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I don't know why a game maker still defaults to 30. That's a mystery to me. But like I was saying, that's not a viable excuse to say that's game maker, so it's gonna run at 30. I remember the developers even said that. They responded to forum threads asking about it, just shutting them down, saying, it's Game Maker, we can't do anything about it. That's not even true. Yes, you can. You just don't feel like it. Just tell them you don't feel like it, if anything, but don't lie and pretend that's a limitation. Is Gungeon capped at 60 or free? It's free FPS. Gungeon runs, Gungeon's made in Unity, so it just runs based on your monitor refresh rate, so that's a really nice thing about it. Doesn't really benefit me in any way, because my monitor's 60 anyways, but it's nice to know that. You very rarely see that, because you have to really go about programming in a specific way to handle something like that. So, that's the thing. Gungeon, if I'm going to recommend any kind of game like that, where it's, I don't want to call it a twin-stick shooter, because it isn't, really. But, any of those games trying to follow what Isaac did, if I'm ever going to recommend one, I would recommend Gungeon. Because the way Gungeon works is you're not relying completely on just the randomness to determine if you're going to have a good run or if you're going to have to start over. Isaac is designed around bullshit. Like, the idea of the game is that it's going to fuck you over on its own. Pretty much intentionally. Like, that's not... Even if you're really, really good at it, you're still going to have bad runs where it's just stacked against you and you're probably going to end up dying. Thanks to also how it controls. You can't make split-second decisions in something like Isaac. I'm stumbling, by the way, just because I'm tired. But you can't make really quick movements in Isaac. You have to commit to your movement because you slip and slide around so much, and also it steers your shots. So if something pops out of nowhere on you, it's very hard to just suddenly react to and get out of the way because of that. Even if you're running the game in super slow motion, you still could get cornered and get fucked by something because of the delayed controls. But Nuclear Throne is a little less bullshitty, but even then, what kind of abilities come up between stages is completely luck-driven. And then on top of that, you can have bad level layouts because Isaac, the rooms are pre-built. Nuclear Throne, it's completely random, which can really fuck you over sometimes. Bosses can potentially just appear right on top of you. But Gungeon is just, it's skill-based. It's pretty much based around you. There is randomness, there is some luck in terms of like what kind of weapons you're going to end up finding or what the shop is selling. But in terms of fighting enemies and everything, it's on you. Like, it's based on how good you are at dodging bullet patterns and everything. Being smart about positioning, taking advantage of the rooms, which, by the way, it does a really great job at that. I can't say that about it. Like, that's the thing, too. Isaac, its environments are really plain. Nuclear Throne, there's very little to them as well. But Gungeon has a lot of variety. Like, it has a lot of different room types and everything. And lots of fun little stuff to mess with. Like, there's mine carts that you can ride around in while shooting stuff. So if I'm ever going to recommend one of those, I'd recommend Gungeon. It's not a pretty game, I'll say that at least. It's not good looking at all. It's very, very ugly. But it plays really well, and that's what I care most about. If I'm going to say which of them look the best, I wish I could give it to Nuclear Throne because I really like Nuclear Throne's large artwork. Like, any of the big artwork in the game looks great, but in-game it's just, ugh. It's like 8x8 sprites. You can't even tell what anything is. It was really lazy of them. So, but yeah, that's there's me going off on all of these games now out of nowhere. I wanted to like Nuclear Throne too. Like I really did want to enjoy it. There's just so much there getting in the way of enjoying it. Apparently, like, the community for it kind of died off too. People got a lot less interested in it when it finally came out because the build, like the release build of the game, was really buggy compared to previous builds they had done. And that showed. Like, when I was playing it, it felt pretty janky. I remember I actually got stuck inside of a wall on my second playthrough. I remember having an enemy being positioned right on top of me, coming into a room. Even just little visual hiccups, like the exit appearing for the room and how it's supposed to suck you into it. You get sucked into it, but then you start vibrating in place, and sometimes it doesn't even position you inside of it. It completely misses, and then you're just vibrating around, and it just abruptly ends. Like, it doesn't matter in any way, but it just looks sloppy. How many Scratch games do you need for your stream? You really care about the Scratch games, don't you? I would say we need like 5 or 10 of them, because they're gonna go by really quick. And like I said, we only got like 3 ever sent to us. So if any of those games are Bubba related though, you could potentially just save them up for Summer Bubba. I actually know some people who are interested in also doing the Summer Bubba game, whatever we're gonna call it. And when I say that, I mean like actual people who worked on games, so that could be fun. It'll be fun what to see. I was even gonna do an entry, but with how busy I've been with work, I don't think I could fit one in. That's why I gave up on doing it for the last one too. But I was setting something up kind of like Bubba Goes number 2. Yeah, let me find my phone charger. I need to start getting everything ready for later. Because later I'm going to some stupid event which I don't really want to do. It's going to eat up a lot of time. So if I'm going to be stuck there, I may as well have my phone. I may as well like listen to music while I'm there or do something. So let's get that charging. I wonder if iTunes is going to open itself now. It really does. Here's a fun fact. I still have an original iPod Touch. I don't think they do those anymore, but I still have one. Boy, does it have good battery life compared to an iPhone. My iPhone dies almost immediately. But the iPod Touch, I remember I was using it frequently too, and it took it, let's say, a month to finally die. What's the California trip? Just started watching. All of us are taking a trip to California. Not all of us, some of us. Why did I say all of us? Sorry, I'm sleepy. A bunch of us are taking a trip to California at the end of the month. The flight is July 1st. And we're trying to just raise money that can go towards the trip. And we're going to be seeing, we're going to see our buddy pals out in California. We're going to see Chris, we're going to see Corey, maybe Zach. So we're probably going to do some streams out there with everybody, or do something at least. We're going to be doing a lot out there. We'll probably be doing summer Bubba games while we're out there. And that's July 1st. We're flying out. And any money we get in donations during these streams for the next couple of weeks here are just going towards the trip. means like food, paying for Uber, stuff like that. Just also we had to find out air conditioning, unfortunately, because it's 100 degrees over there today. Like lots of stuff. I'm potentially moving out there later this year, but that's after I finish up work, because that's when I'm gonna get a big juicy paycheck and see how things end up after that. Yeah, is that just me or what? My iPhone dies seriously in less than a day. If I'm getting text messages frequently, my iPhone will die in probably an hour. It's crazy how fast the thing dies. And then you compare it to something like the iPod Touch, which can last weeks and weeks on end. Like I was saying, that's what the California trip is. July 1st is when we're flying out. I guess I should wrap the stream up soon. Thanks to everybody who donated here. I can even read names off. Thank you, Jadinkalage Morgoon, for $8. Thank you, AA Quest, for $3. Thank you, Russia, for $8. Thank you, 09M Smith, $1. Thank you, yeah, that's it. Those are all the donations. Oh. Well, that was quick. But yeah, I've been up all night. That isn't clear. I've been up since last night. I gotta go somewhere later. So this is just knocking the stream out of the way just for the sake of raising a little bit more money for the trip. So thank you, all 4 of you who donated. Let me find my iPod Touch to charge it, and then it should be done. Found it. Let's hook it up. Okay. Got my phone and my iPod charging. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Gonna hit the hay in a little bit here. Oh man, did Zach retweet that? Oh no, Zach, this wasn't a good stream. Don't retweet my bad streams. All of them are bad. Oh well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, all 4 of you who donated. What's the progress on the thing? Because I can't actually see it. Let me go check on Twitch alerts what it's at. It's almost been a week. I hope we're a quarter of the way there. Let's see. 22%. Oh, well, getting there. I wish I didn't have to do something later today. I'd like to stream again. I might end up streaming on Monday with Zach. We'll see what happens. Or Corey or somebody. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching. That's it. Good night.